Hey there, I'm Maria Shapley, and we're here with Denise, who starred in 7 Days to Hell.
Yes.
And I would love to know, Denise, tell us a little bit about your role and the character you're playing.
Well, it was a role of a lifetime. I play Charlotte in this film, who is a very dynamic, complicated woman who allowed me to stretch myself as an artist. She's an incredible powerhouse. This woman has been through sexual abuse, physical abuse. She's a sex worker. She falls in love. She gets pregnant. I mean, everything a woman could possibly do in her life, I did it in this movie. It was just an incredible opportunity. The script was outstanding. I mean, for a horror film, I just never even imagined. I mean, I've done probably about 20 horror films now, but this one was just the icing on the cake. She's just an incredible character.
I would have to concur
Yeah.
because I came to your premiere.
Yeah. That was fun having you there.
Seriously, you're like, oh, come to my premiere, I'm in it. Denise is leading the whole film,
She's
and
very kind. Thank you.
seriously, you killed it.
Thank you, doll. I enjoyed playing that. That was a lot of fun.
Denise, how
Hi.
did you land the role?
I did the classic, typical thing. I auditioned. My manager, Michael, sent me a self tape. And I think initially I was just kind of like, sex worker. I don't want to do this. But he was just super encouraging and was like, "Oh, this is a really good role for you, and you should really go for it." So that's how I did it, self tape, and then the rest is history.
Oh. What were your favorite scenes?
Oh my gosh, I think it's hard to say my favorite scene without giving it away, But I think one of my favorite scenes was when I go back and take revenge on this my stepfather who abused me emotionally, physically, sexually. So I go back and I get my revenge. I don't want to give it away, I don't want to say like the plot, but that's my favorite scene. Just my character Charlotte being able to get up and go and get her power back. That was tremendous. I love that scene so much. And the first time I watched it with an audience, like at the premiere, the entire audience clapped when she did it. So that was very satisfying, actually. I love that scene.
What was it like working with a director?
Oh my God, Shane Woodson. I have to say, he totally changed my life and how I approach character development. He solidified my belief and faith as far as this craft is concerned. Certain times roles come to you and you're like, why is this role so completely specific to me and all of the things I've gone through? And so I think I have tremendous admiration and respect for him. And I think he wrote this. Oh, I know for sure he wrote the script, directed it. He's an indie filmmaker, and he also acted in the film. He played my love interest in the film. He's the lead in the film. It's about him, but I think working with him was extremely enlightening, and I hope every single actor gets a chance to have that experience. It was phenomenal. Yeah.
How did you prepare for your performance?
Well, I am psychotic preparer. Like I read the script 1,000 times every single night. I wake up in the middle of the night with insight, with visions, with things that my character's feeling. I journal. I research extensively on the subject of sex work, on the subject of sexual abuse, on the subject of even horror film stuff, paraphernalia. I just got really into just everything that encompasses the film. I dove deep into it. That's how I prepare. Just thorough research. You can't escape it. And all of that work, I think, eventually will transcend into your performance. So, to answer your question, I guess, read the script as many times as you can, rehearse, go over what the scene is about, your traditional training, what is your character wanting, what is the objective, all of those things. So that's really how I prepare, just extensively, hours and hours upon hours upon hours, merciless hours of research. Yeah.
How were you able to transform yourself as 30 years younger in your flashback scene?
Well, at first that was like a hard sell to the director. He was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna get an actress to play, the younger version of you." And I told him, I was like, once the makeup is off and the hair extensions, I'm like, I'm gonna look age appropriate. And so I took a couple of photos of me in like little tank tops and shorts, and then completely natural, no makeup. And I was like, "How's this?" He's like, "Oh my gosh, you look totally different." I'm like, "Yep." So that was that. But I think connecting with her innocence was more of the challenge for me than just the way she looks. I mean, yeah, I can make myself look a million different ways because I'm a chameleon. But, getting back into that sense of innocence that you do have before you've had any experience, before your first kiss, before you knew anything, like that was really the work. That's where the work came in. Like I had to go back and read my journals, and thank God I've journaled since I was 9 or 10 years old. So I have like a whole diary of my life, and I can always access. I didn't know I was going to be an actress, but that served me so much throughout my life, just being able to access different age ranges and where I am, and that level of innocence. Just if I didn't have my journals, I don't think I could have done it. So I think that's one of the things that really helped me.
You relate to Charlotte.
Well, I relate to Charlotte in so many different ways. Like, number one, I love how fierce and innocent she is, even through all of the different things that she's been through in her life. Like, you would never imagine. She came out here to pursue modeling. She's from Oakland. So I'm not from Oakland. I'm originally from Haiti. But I related to leaving your family behind to come to LA to look for, fortune, fame, whatever, to express yourself as an artist. I related to that. I related to the abuse that she's gone through. I've suffered abuse in my life, and I was able to relate to that. And that's not something I really talk about ever, but I was able to dive into the character and show something to an audience. And I think that's why most of us become actors, so we can express something about ourselves that we don't want to necessarily share with people, just like on a one-on-one thing. So now I can just put it all in this character, and then hopefully it affects somebody. I related to the relationship she has with her mother. I'm very close with my mother. I talk to her almost every single day. Charlotte and her mom were very close, and I think their relationship ended up being fragmented because this man came into their lives. I related to that. What else? I mean, there are so many ways this character fit me like a glove. I couldn't believe it. So, and of course, falling in love. Who hasn't done that? She lost a child. Who hasn't? I've done that as well. So there were so many things about this film that I related to. So that's a great question. It was quite a journey.
Wow. Isn't it interesting when you have this character and it seems like she's so complex and layered, and someone who has been through all these different forms of abuse, or she's a sex worker, she's lost a child, she's living here, she's experiencing these groups of people and the horror that she goes through, and you go, wait, there are parts of her that I do relate to.
Yes.
And you get to connect the dots, which is fun.
I know. And, now I'm thinking like people are watching this interview thinking this is some sort of drama. And it's not. It's a horror film. It's a horror film with a lot of gore and a lot of guts and a lot of boobs, actually. That's what some of my friends came in. They're like, there's way too many boobs in this. Well, not my boobs, but everybody else's boobs. Like, it's a horror film. So I'm like just listening to us the interview. I'm like, oh my God, people are going to think this is some serious drama. It's not. It's hysterical and funny and horrific. A lot of blood, a lot of guts.
Yes.
So
in this film, you played the role of the love interest.
yes.
What do you look for in a guy in real life?
This is a very good question, and I love it because I love anything related to love and relationships. I look for a lot of things. Number one, I really like brains. I like intelligence. My dad was like a complete nerd genius. So I really look for intelligence, like somebody who does a lot of reading. And I look for emotional intelligence as well. Good with family, but brains really gets me.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Okay,
brains.
so a man with brains.
Yeah, man,
Check.
he's so smart.
Okay.
Like,
All right. All
I'm
right.
just like in awe of it, how smart he is. It's
Oh,
just so sexy to me.
okay. And where do you see yourself in, like, what's your ultimate vision? Where do you see yourself in entertainment?
Oh my God, I'm really scared to answer this question because it's so vulnerable. As an artist, you're just like, oh my God, like I don't want people to judge me. But okay, I'm gonna jump off and be completely vulnerable. When I got into the industry, the woman who completely inspired me, I was in Haiti and I was watching this show called Dynasty, which the country stopped every Thursday night for Dynasty to come on, and everybody, young, old, or in the middle, we watched Dynasty. So the woman that really, really spoke to me, and the character's name was Dominique Devereaux, and it's played by Diane Carroll. And she's been my inspiration. She's just this extremely elegant, classy, glamorous woman. They don't make actresses like that anymore, but she's the person that I looked up to. And so she landed, I think she was the first African American to have her own TV show. So I've read all of her books, her biographies and stuff. So this is what I want. And ultimately, I would like to have my own, to be the lead in a TV show that's like worldwide, that's a worldwide phenomenon that teaches people something about, that changes the culture. I think what she did was she just made women more ambitious, more glamorous, more stronger. So I would like to do something like that. I would like to play a character that has a massive influence and massive shift. Because I always think like a Kim Kardashian, how she was able to influence an entire generation in terms of, BBLs and plastic surgery and all that. And that's all great. But I would like to be able to influence like a whole generation of women and into like leaning more towards their intellect and their strength and that kind of stuff. So that's my
Beautiful.
dream.
Beautiful. I love
Thank
it.
you.
I want to get out of here.
You have 7 days. Bring me 7 souls.
Hey, handsome. Looking for a good time?
Everyone, 7